Monte Cristo is often referred to as the gold mining heart of the Cascades. In the summer of 1889, prospectors here along the Snohomish River discovered a glittering deposit. They followed that north to the gulch that eventually became a boomtown.
When gold and silver were discovered out here in the Cascades,
frenzied miners flocked to a remote town high up in the hills.
This is looking up Dumas Street, the main drag of Monte Cristo.
Named after the popular Alexander Dumas novel, the site held both mystery and intrigue. And as it turns out, some prosperity too.
You put the magic name together with it, and the investment money comes in.
Within a couple short years, saloons, a general store, a handful of hotels, this elaborate network of tramways hauling hundreds of tons of ore.
A very large number of people made a lot of money.
At its peak, at least 1,000 called it home. Among those looking to strike it rich, the grandfather of former President Donald Trump. Robber Baron John D. Rockefeller bought in too, carving a railroad all the way to a smelter in Everett.
That became the funding background. You had the romance, you had the geology, and Monte Cristo developed from it.
Thumbing through photos, David Cameron recalls its demise.
A lot of money went into that. And then, bam. Yeah.
The president of the Monte Cristo Preservation Association tells me there were 3 strikes. Turns out the mines didn't run that deep. A series of financial panics cut the value of gold and silver, but perhaps the final nail in the coffin was the flood of 1897.
Monte Cristo almost rolled over and died.
This news article shows the aftermath, described as a river swollen by a deluge of rain and melted snow, which turned into a resistless torrent, tearing the road to tatters and logjamming the bridge.
The rain melted the snow. The snow poured down the side of very steep rocky mountains. And the rivers rose, and they washed out the only access road out of Monte Cristo.
The damage was so great, Rockefeller abandoned his cause. Frustrated miners headed north for the Klondike, but eventually others spotted opportunity.
Instead of just totally rolling over and dying, it turned to tourism resorts.
At one point, you could drive up from Granite Falls and Park.
That probably taken maybe in the 1950s.
Stay in the inn and enjoy the grandeur of the Wilderness Lodge. But that too was fleeting. On this very week, back in 1980, that connection was severed. A flood awfully similar to the one 83 years prior washed out the county road.
The phenomenon is identical, hasn't changed a bit.
A couple years after, vandals burnt the lodge to the ground, cabins fell into disrepair. To this day, only a few haunting structures remain. No more rails, no more road. Now to access Monte Cristo, you need hiking boots or a bike. Reporting in Snohomish County, Lauren Donovan, Fox 13 News.